My name is Kambua, and here on A Walk in Divine Health, we're going to talk about diabetes. Diabetes is a silent killer. About a third of our population are diabetics and they have no idea, which means that you who is watching me right now might be a diabetic and you are absolutely clueless. In the next 5 episodes, we're going to talk about what diabetes is, what signs and symptoms to look out for, what complications come with diabetes, how it can be treated and managed, and of course, how you can continue to walk in divine health.
My name is Manundu Musembi from Tabibu Cures International. In this episode, we'll be talking about diabetes, a disease that has afflicted people of our nation and people in the world. It is a chronic disease, meaning once you get it, you stay with it forever. I'll tell you what diabetes is and what it does to your body, the kind of dangers that it may cause, a little statistics about how it has inflicted our people as a population. So in later episodes, then we'll go deeper and talk about causes, talk about types, talk about many other things about diabetes. Karibuni. You see, diabetes is a lifelong condition, meaning chronic. Once you get it, then you stay with it till you leave this earth. But according to Tabibu Cures, diabetes is curable. Not only is it manageable, but it's also curable and reversible. Diabetes in itself is the inability of the body to control your blood insulin. Then that means that your blood sugar levels go haywire. Sometimes they'll be too high, sometimes they'll be too low. Then we call you a diabetic. And because of that, many people refer to diabetes as a metabolic disorder. Until very recently, diabetes has been the one disease that you killed most people in the world. It was overtaken by HIV/AIDS some years back, but it remained and still remains to be the #1 silent killer. Why is it called a silent killer? It's called a silent killer because once it catches you, you really don't know that you have diabetes until in its very advanced stages. So by that time, you're almost gone, sorry to say. So we call it a silent killer. Many of us don't know they have diabetes, yet they do, and it is at very advanced stages. We advise you to visit your medical practitioner, for example, our clinic at Tabibu Cures, so that you can know your status with diabetes. It is a very bad disease. It eats you alive. You have seen people getting their limbs cut off in hospitals because of gangrene caused by diabetes. This diabetes has caused poor circulation of blood and other bad things in your body. Diabetes manifests itself in the body very differently, in different body parts. Depending on what body part you're talking about, then you have a disease that is directly connected to or is diabetes. For example, in the muscles, we call it diabetes. When insulin resistance takes place in the liver, you have fatty liver disease. When it's in the ovaries, you have polycystic ovary disease. Well, in the brain, and this is arguable still, you probably have Alzheimer's. That is just to touch on a few things that so that you can see that diabetes is all round encompassing, and it's touching on very many diseases. Diabetes is caused more by sugar and not fat. Just a little on that sugar. You know, sugar is made up of 2 molecules. One is fructose and the other glucose. The 2 are separated in the gut. When they are separated, one is meant to fuel your muscles and the other goes to the liver where it is digested, in quotes. And when you metabolize the fructose in excess in the liver, that is where all your problems begin. That is where your diabetes comes from. That is where your heart disease comes from. That is where your many other diseases that we'll be talking to you about on other episodes down the line, because we expect that you will be watching this program so that you can get an education on how to keep healthy the Tabibu way, which is the natural way, which is God's way. We are encouraging you to walk in divine health. God bless you.